In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this double slider card using the Wishes and Wonder bundle. So here's my double slider card. You pull on this pull tab up here and it's so fun. You get this double slider and you pull a little bit more. You've got some space here to sign your name or write a little note. So I'm going to start with the front of the card here, and I am starting with some shimmery white cardstock because I'm going to do this watercolor wash here. It's really fun. I'm going to grab some scrap piece of paper because it's kind of a messy process, and my thick water painter here, and I'm just going to run some water across the whole page right here. I'm going to do some water across the whole page, and then I'm going to grab some Pool Party first, and I've got some ink in the top of my lid, and I'm going to grab my other water painter, and I'm just going to squeeze some water, and I'm just going to do some droplets all around, different droplets, and kind of let them move around. And then I'm going to wipe that off on my Stampin' Scrub. And then I'm going to get some Highland Heather, squeeze a little bit, get some of this, kind of drop this different places too. We'll kind of help it around here. Okay, make a nice wash of the two colors. Get the two colors on here. Let's get some darker purple in there. Let's try to, there's some dark over here. Some dark purple. Ooh, there's some dark purple, right? Get that dark purple. Squeeze some more water to kind of just let that purple run all over the place. Using a lot of water, but just kind of want to make it run. Okay, let's wipe this off. Let's go back and add some darker blue. Get some dark blue in here. Get the blue to run. This is looking pretty, huh? Totally pretty. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. And if you have a paper towel, you might wanna grab your paper towel and just kind of dry the edges a little bit. Let the edges dry. Okay, or put this aside on your paper towel to like, whoop, completely dry. Just let that dry. That looks so pretty, doesn't it? Check that out. So pretty. Okay, so you're gonna put that aside to dry, and then you're gonna emboss it with whatever embossing folder you want. This is the Woodland embossing folder, or you can emboss it like with the Snowflake embossing folder. So there's the Snowflake, here's the Woodland. So you can emboss it with whatever embossing folder you want. It's your choice, it's up to you. So I'm just going to adhere this to the Highland Heather cardstock. With some Stampin' Seal. And then I'm gonna add a little piece of Whisper White right here down on the bottom. It's kind of my snow, and it looks like I added it this way, so I need to trim it. So I'm gonna bring in my mini trimmer, and I'm gonna trim it at 3 7/8 here. So let's see. 3 7/8, perfect. And then I'm going to some Stampin' Seal on this, but I'm not going to put it right up to the top because I want to be able to tuck my trees under there. So I'm just going to put this down so that I can tuck my trees under there. So I've got my trees and my stag. Uh-oh, my stag got wet. So I was flipping water everywhere. Oh dear. All right, so put a dimensional on the stag. We'll let the stag be up here. And then we'll put some liquid adhesive on the trees. We'll just go kind of right down the middle. And we'll add a little bit on the ends. Okay. We'll just do a tall tree. And then we'll trim this one. And we'll do a shorter tree. And then I have some gorgeous ribbon here, the Snowflake Splendor ribbon. So I'm going to tie some of that ribbon around. Oh my gosh, it looks like I got water on everything. There's water over here too. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this around. And I have to be careful with the water. Cut it right there. And tie a nice bow. And I'll start with a knot first. That'll just set me up for a good bow, a nice knot. Do my 2 bunny ears and then tuck one under the other and pull. Got my nice bow. A little bit loose, but it'll be okay. And I'll trim off tails, make it lined up. And then I'm just going to add some dimensionals to the back. So this is just the design part of the card. So we'll set that aside. Now here's the mechanics of the card. So we have a regular card base, 4 1/4 by 11. And we're gonna turn it upside down. This is gonna go upside down, so a little bit different. So we also have a piece of Highland Heather that's 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then I've got it layered, so it's got a layer on it. And I also have a piece of 3 1/2 by 5. And I've only done the top layer. So I've done 3 3/8 by 3 because we're only going to need the top layer of it. And so we're going to stamp our sentiments. So here's our sentiments over here. We've got them in Pool Party and in Highland Heather. My Pool Party is so nice and wet. So we'll do the Pool Party first. So let me grab that one. All right, so it just barely fits in here. Stamp it at the very top. Okay, there we go. And then the next one, I did half of the sentiment and then the other half to make it fit nicely. So this I can layer on here. So I'm just going to layer that right on top of here. Okay, that's ready to go. And then this one, I did half of the sentiment because it's a long sentiment, so I did half and half. So I'm going to do wishing you the. So I'm just going to ink up to the. So you can see it better, I'll do it like this. Okay, so I've got wishing you the. Okay, so now I'm going to clean that part off. Wishing you the. Now I'm going to ink the rest. Happiest. Sorry that my head got in there. I just wanted to see where I was stamping. Pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, now I'm just gonna do a little bit of the leaf stamp. Just gonna grab some scrap paper so I can stamp off. Whoops, I tore it. Okay, stamp off, and I'm just gonna kind of stamp up here. Just ever so lightly, just a little bit. And then I can adhere this. To this piece right here. And then I'm going to do a little fun thing with the ribbon. I'm going to punch out a little piece of Highland Heather with the 1 and 1.5 inch circle punch. Grab some Highland Heather. And I'm going to use that to hide my ribbon. So I've got the Splendid ribbon here, Splendor. And I'm just going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus, make it super sticky. And then I'm going to adhere the ribbon like this. And then I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus here. I'm going to hide it like that. And then this is what I am going to pull with right there. Okay, so now we've got our 2 pieces right here ready to go. And we need some dimensionals. So you're going to need some dimensionals. And we're also going to need some tear and tape or red liner tape. If you have red liner tape, that works really well too. But we're going to use tear and tape. And then you also want the word window punch. So here's the word window punch. Or I'm sorry, classic label punch. We don't have the word window punch anymore. We used to. Okay, so now we're going to come back to this card base, and with the crease at the bottom, we're going to punch. We're going to insert it all the way in, and we're going to start at the bottom where the crease is. I'm going to start right at the bottom there, and we're going to punch twice. We're going to punch once, and then we're going to go halfway up, and we're going to punch twice. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go all the way to the bottom there. And we're going to punch once. And then we're going to go halfway up. We're going to punch again. So that they're about even. Even Steven there. Okay. So now we can place this piece inside and we can add our sticky strip. So we're gonna grab, nope, not sticky strip, tear and tape. I'm so used to all the old products. Sorry about that. So we are just going to add the tear and tape pretty much to the very edge. All the way down. And tear. Oops. Don't tear the paper though. And then same thing on the other side. Add that all the way down. Okay, so that's good for the tear and tape. Okay, and now we're going to place this in. We're going to line the top up with the top of the card. Okay, we're going to remove the sticky strip. And we're going to close the card. Close the card. Now we need our dimensionals. So we're going to place this. We're going to place the dimensionals. So our sentiment is about yay tall. About yay tall. So we're going to place our dimensionals down here. We're not going to place them at the bottom there because our card piece is only, that big. So we're going to place them at the bottom right here. So about right there. So got to make sure that we've got the flat sides like that so that they'll move in the groove. Move in the groove. Okay. Let's just check and see that they're moving and grooving. Oh, my piece isn't. No, it's hitting. Oh dear. Okay, let's fix this. That's the only problem with this. Okay, so sticky down. And this, gotta stick this really, really well. Try not to have a bump there. So we're gonna just kind of open this up a little bit more so that this can slide. Okay, so now this is gonna slide nicely. Okay, so we're right there. So when we slide it open, this should be right here. This is gonna be right here. Uh-oh, did we put it down too far? And this is gonna come up like that. No, that's good. I would want it to be up like that a little bit more. So I should have put these up a little bit more. Do you see what I'm talking about? Maybe just like you see a tiny bit more. Should we put them up a tiny bit more? Yeah. See, this would have been the way to do it. Gotta measure it, make sure it like looks nice when you open it. But this one's not gonna survive. Okay. But we've got more. Okay, so that's looking better. Okay, so now we can place this where we want it. So you see how when it slides, it's going to pull the other one up too. So that looks good. I like that. Okay, nice. Okay, it's hitting again. So gotta be careful about that. Maybe put a piece of tape right here so that it's smooth, so it's not hitting that right there. Or maybe we can add some more adhesive and make it super de-duper sticky so it's not hitting right there. I'm not getting it quite where I want it. There's still kind of a bump there. But that is working. I'm gonna get some tape and fix that in the back. Okay, so now you definitely want this on dimensionals so that this can slide better. So that's why the top part is on dimensionals. So now we can remove all these dimensionals for our top piece. And your top piece can be smaller than this. It doesn't have to be as large. It just needs to cover this. So it could be smaller. It just needs to cover these lines, these grooves, and these. But I decided to make mine large because it's beautiful. And there we go. There is our double slider card. So this one's doing fine. It's not hitting. Oh, it hit. So I will figure out how to fix this one. And now we're not pulling. What did I do wrong? I know what I did wrong. I adhered, don't adhere a middle dimensional to the middle. That would be bad of you to do that. And then I just tore a dimensional on this side. Oh no! You see, even the teachers make mistakes. But I will show you how to fix them. Just get your little tool, take the dimensional out. So do not add a dimensional in the middle because then it won't slide. All right, now it's sliding. Ta-da! All right, there is your double slider card. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching how to make a double slider card. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you are notified. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.